Hey, Mrs. Whitaker's class. I loved your ABC book, and I was hoping to come in and answer some of your questions, and I'm realizing it's already the end of the year because things get crazy. But I thought maybe I'd send you this video because I wanted to thank you for being amazing second graders and for making an amazing book for me and making me feel better about my job and my work. So here are some questions that you asked and my answers. Why do I wear hats? It's because of the baldness. If I go out in the sun, I get sunburned on my head really easy, and so I wear a hat so I don't get sunburned when I'm outside doing recess duty. What's it like to be a principal? A principal is like almost like being a juggler because I have to do so many things. Like I have to try and help make parents happy and help make kids happy and behaving well and learning and help our teachers be the best teachers they can be and have our paras help and help make sure we have enough money for the school and make sure we can pay everybody and make sure that kids come to school and are attending school. There's just lots of different things that go into helping a school run, like money-wise, and also be a place where kids can learn and also where kids feel safe and can behave well. So it's a busy job, but I love it because my days go by fast, and I love being a teacher too. I was a teacher for 20 years. I don't know if you knew that, but for 20 years I taught, and then I've been a principal now for 5 years and 1 year as an assistant principal. What's your family like? I have 4 daughters, and 2 of them are adopted. So I have 3 daughters that have special needs. 2 of them have Down syndrome, which is a chromosome. Their chromosome didn't develop as well when they were born, or they had an extra chromosome, I guess, when they were born, and it makes it so that they didn't develop exactly the same way as everybody else, and one of them is 19, and 3 of my daughters are 17 or will be 17 this year. One of them still has to turn 17 in August. But the ones with special needs still operate kind of like a second grader in a lot of ways, even though they're a lot older. I was married, but I'm divorced now. I do have a girlfriend, but we haven't gotten married yet. So my family has had to go through a divorce and had 2 separate parents who raised kids and worked together, and that has been challenging but great, and we've been able to support our kids doing that as well, because I know that happens with a lot of families now. The biggest fish I've ever caught was on a fly rod, which made it extra special because I like fly fishing in shallow, clear water, and it was a 180-pound tarpon. Have your teacher look up what a tarpon looks like. It's in the ocean, and the one I caught was 180 pounds, which weighs about as much as I do. I weigh about that. So, what do I love to do? I like to fish and hike. I like to run. I take bird dogs and hunt birds with dogs that point the birds, and I do that in the desert for a bird called a chukar. If you're not sure what a chukar is, maybe your teacher could show you what a chukar looks like, but that's my favorite bird to chase, and they're delicious. They taste a lot like a Cornish game hen, if you've ever had a Cornish game hen, or like chicken. My favorite thing to eat happens to be chukar. So I like chukar, and I love potatoes and gravy. So meat and potatoes and gravy is really good. Lots of meats. I think Mrs. Whitaker said I like prime rib rare, and she's right. I do like it medium rare because I want to make sure it's good and warm. Sometimes rare isn't hot enough, so I like it good and warm, but I like it very pink. My favorite color is green. I love the outside and outdoors. I am skipping, some of these questions are similar, so I'm skipping through some of them, and if I miss one, I'm sorry. My favorite sport, if fishing counts, I like fishing or hunting, but I also love basketball, and I also used to run. I don't run like I used to, but I liked running. That was a fun thing that I like to do. I do like to ski, too, if any of you are skiers. I like skiing, snow skiing. I love both math and reading. If I had to pick my favorite thing, it's probably writing. I think writing is like a really high form of reading, and I like writing and like using my language skills and my thinking to create something that I've written. My favorite thing about school is kids. I like kids. I like that they are here and learning, and that they work hard, and that they try their best, and that when they make mistakes, they keep trying and they're resilient. And I love seeing a kid smile, and I love seeing kids do hard things, and I like it when they have a hard day or when they're sad, when we can help them be able to figure it out and to get better and work and learn and grow, just becoming better, more awesome people. I love being a part of that. What do I like to do when I go home? If it's a work day, I'm so tired when I get home that I usually do some work. I save some of my work to do at home because I still have some left usually, and then I like to rest. So sometimes I'll hang out. I always eat dinner with my daughters. So we eat dinner together. Sorry, my nose was starting to run with my allergies. But I like to eat dinner with my daughters, and then sometimes we'll just watch a show together or talk. I'll go out with my dogs. I like to hang out with my dogs and be outside on warm days too. I do like Legos. I'm not as great at building things, but I think they're fun to do. I like to make Legos with kids or watch kids build things with Legos. Let's see, a lot of questions about being principals and teachers. I love all the teachers at our school. It's a hard job to be a teacher, and we have amazing teachers who work hard and care about you, and they help you grow and learn. And that's a hard thing to do. It's like being a parent over a whole bunch of kids, and then also making them do hard things like learn. And I know that's hard for you too, because school feels like work, but it should, because we're training you and helping you to become adults and be successful adults. And so that takes a lot of work and a lot of hard things. It can't just be easy. But we try and make a few fun things and easy things and have some breaks like recess, so that there are some less stressful and less hard things about school too. Let me see. My favorite animal is probably a dog. I like dogs. And I like dolphins from the ocean. I like tarpon a lot. And I like a lot of birds. I really like birds of prey, like a peregrine falcon or a prairie falcon. They're probably cool birds of prey. And my favorite park, I like to go to Lagoon. I don't know if that counts as a park, but if you've ever been to Lagoon, I like that. And I like any park that has lots of trees and shade is nice. There's a couple ones in American Fork, and there's some in Spanish Fork, and one in Nephi that I really like. They have a lot of shade and big trees. And my dream fishing trip location, I've been dreaming of going to Cuba, fly fishing for tarpon, and I get to do it with my friend that I made fishing from Boston, who's like 72 years old. And I told him we have to go before you can't go anymore. And I am taking him to Cuba, and we're gonna go on a fly fishing trip in June. So ask me about that next year, and I'll tell you how it went. But a very beautiful place. And I think that covers most of the questions. Thanks for the great questions. Thanks for sharing your thoughts about me and making me feel better about my job. And thanks for working hard at school and doing hard things and being resilient. You're amazing. I hope you have the best summer break ever, and that you come back next year ready to learn and do some more hard things and work and grow, and also have some time to be with friends and recess and play too at school. Have a great end of your school year, a great summer, and we'll see you in third grade.